Hello, I'm Jerry Ford, the beer review guy. Gonna do a little beer battle here. It's not really a battle, it's more of a comparison, and then which one that I personally find the most flavorful. So, Matt Summers wanted to see Budweiser versus Busch. Both are good beers. I'd be leaning toward the Budweiser myself. But you know what I've been finding out is you just don't really know until you got them side by side and you're taking a drink back and forth, just to actually taste the difference between the two. So I'm not gonna say right now that Budweiser is going to be the best, because I just really am not totally sure until we do something like this. So seems I think that Budweiser is going to be my favorite between these two. I'm going to use my lettered glass for that one, and then I'll use this plain one for the Busch. Okay. All right, so just to let you know, I know that I have other suggestions out there. A lot of them have to do with Coors Light. I haven't got any Coors Light now. Went by the store, a convenience store. They didn't have any Coors Light, so I didn't get any today. So, but I will eventually. I kind of go with what I can get a hold of at the time and what I have. So, and there's some stuff I can't find. I can't find it. I think there's like a natural ice. Yeah, Gail Downing wanted to see natural ice versus Coors Light. I mean, there are two different kinds of beers. I mean, different styles, but I mean, it's not that big a deal to me. And just the ABVs are usually going to matter. But Chris Smith wants to see, and also Matt Summers wants to see Keystone Light versus Coors Light. I got Keystone Light in there. I just don't have the Coors Light. So there's like 2 or 3 different ones that Coors Light is going to be the one they're going to go up against. I got an Old English one that somebody wants to see, Old English versus something else. I can't find Old English right now. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's one of the ones that are being discontinued. But I figured I'd still be able to see some of them, but haven't. So, well, we'll see. I mean, all right, so let's get on with this. It's Friday. Now the Busch Light, the cracking of the opening was louder than the Budweiser. So, did I say Busch Light? The Busch was louder upon the cracking than the Budweiser. So, well, those look identical. They look identical. Finger of head, both white head, both a little foamy. So upon the appearance, like a lot of these have been, and the light beers are the same way, only just a little bit lighter in the color, but these are both got that straw kind of gold color here. Sweet, corn syrupy. I don't know if this is corn syrup or not. This is a 5% ABV. What is this one? 4.3. 4.3% on the Busch and 5%. It's not like that far off, so. Okay. Well, I don't see the, unless it's right here. Here we go. I forget that it says it on here, up here, like. This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces a taste, a smoothness, and a drinkability you will find in no other beer at any price. Brewed by our original process from the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malts. So, rice and barley malts. Don't know what this one's got in it. It's probably, corn syrup. Let's see. Did I do the aroma? No, I was at that point, but I didn't. They are similar in their aromas. Budweiser is a little bit stronger and it smells a little bit sweeter. Get the barley malts in both of them. I think the barley malt is stronger in the Budweiser. I'm thinking, but I'm not totally sure, that I think this has a little bit more of a bitter kind of, bready bread crust thing going on in the end. Excuse me. I think it does, but carbonation is light to medium. A little yeasty, bready, like white bread. You get the barley malts on the back end there. Crisp, clean, refreshing, drinkable beer. Smooth. The flavors are about medium. Carbonation is about the same between the two. Budweiser is the same. You know, I mean, it's a clean beer. It's refreshing. It's very drinkable. You do get that little bit more of a percentage of the alcohol coming through. Just a little bit. Yeah, you don't really get the alcohol on the Busch. With hops being in the Budweiser, and I don't know if Busch has hops or not. I didn't think so. Excuse me. You would think the hops would contribute to, different or more, flavor. These are real close. I really thought that it'd be a bust. I figured it'd be what's the word? It'd be a blowout with the Budweiser being the better one. But they were really close. The only thing that's slightly different, is that you can get just a little bit more of an alcohol taste on the Budweiser, and I think it's just a little bit sweeter. Man, that is weird. They are just so similar. They both have really good points about them. That little bit less of alcohol is not going to really make that big of a difference upon it being smoother, rather than, when some of the beers are a little bit higher in alcohol, for me it makes them not as smooth drinking, because you're getting that higher alcohol kind of taste along with your beer taste, and I want to taste more beer than I do the alcohol part, but it's not that far off, so it doesn't really affect my decision. I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm getting a little bit more flavor from the Budweiser, but just a little bit. I could almost go that this is a tie, but I think man, there is just so close to little or no difference between the two. The differences are just so minimal that it's just I almost feel like I'm drinking the same beer out of both cans. Uh, okay, I'm just gonna have to make a choice. The only reason probably that I would choose the Budweiser is because it's sentimental. But I don't think that'd be a fair way to go about it. So, because they both taste just as good to me, but different ways. I don't know. It's kind of weird to describe. Excuse me. I'm gonna call it a tie. I'm gonna call it a tie. The flavor characteristics are not big enough from both of them to really be able to make a solid decision. So there you go. I don't like it. It ended up being a tie, but it's like I want to be honest about it. So there you go. I like these. It's the same. Is that okay? All right. I mean, when if it came down to it, the person wanted, to know which one do you like the most, or whatever. Even throwing in sentimental, of course, I would say Budweiser. But yeah, tasting wise, I'm just gonna say it's a tie. Sorry. That's just what I came up with. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you, Matt Summers, for asking for this this verses here. Everybody, like I always say, is going to have their own thought pattern, thought process about the two, and that's totally understandable. That's the way it should be. Not everybody's going to have the same taste in these things, So, okay, I'm going to end it there, and I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.